scrappy friends, so I have a new layout for you today, and I did this one right after I had done a whole bunch of December daily. So I had been playing around with a lot of different ways that I could do a background, and then this is what I ended up coming up with, and I had started it and then realized, oh, I should be taping this. Because I had taped for a while and nothing was working out while I was recording. So I turned it off. Sometimes I find that if it's just taking me a while to do something, I'll just turn off my video and I'll just play around. And so that's kind of what I was doing. And I ended up doing this one zigzag and then I decided to do some splatters with blue. And I mixed the blue and like I had a green in my palette, and so I mixed those kind of together and I got different colors. And so some of them are really light because I added a lot of water to it. And this is my first time actually using the Heartbeats December Scraptastic kit. And so I was excited to actually break it open because doing December daily, I just hadn't really had a chance to use it. And so I really love this wood grain from Kaiser Craft. So I am gonna cut it up. Well, one, so I have it for later, so I can use it again. And just because I really liked the pattern in it. Now I know I'm gonna be scrapping a couple of pictures of the sky and a picture of my son playing in the sand. And the other day we had went to the beach after Christmas and the sky was beautiful. It was a little bit chillier that day, so we mostly just kind of played in the sand and but the sky was beautiful. So and the water was like so clear. And um so I really wanted to showcase just how beautiful the sky was. One of those things that I know when we're not here, I want to be able to remember. So I had kind of played around with some different borders on my phone when I edited the picture. Now, a lot of times when I do pictures, I don't really edit them too much. Like, I don't do much to change the color and everything. But this one, I kind of messed around with the top color a little bit. So the color is actually not the real color of the sky. The second picture of the sky is the one that it really was. So, but, and I just add, like I said, I added some stuff to the pictures, and you'll see when you see the close-ups. So I'm just playing around here with maybe where I want to put my photos. I did decide that I'm going to use three, and then I realized I wanted to use this line, the zigzag line that I made, and so I I had already used part of that corner, and I knew that I kind of wanted to do something with like some corners. I don't know. Did I put the top corner up yet? I don't think I did. And so I am going to use this Stargazer paper. I really like that hash. It's almost, someone else said that it's like the security side of an envelope. And I didn't even notice that when I looked at it. It just looks like very hand doodled. And I liked that. And this is from Gossamer Blue. So right now you don't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually writing down in a notebook what papers I use. When I do a layout, I try to kind of keep an idea of what papers I'm using, just so that like when I go back, when I do my voiceovers, I can remember to tell you guys what stuff I use. So I'm gonna put that picture of my son just in the corner, and it's not straight, and I don't want it straight. That line on the other side is not straight. So, and this is where I decide that I do want to put some of that light wood up at the top. Because we're at the beach, it mimics the color of the sand, and I think that's why I wanted to use it. I really wanted to, and I wanted to bring out that blue as much as possible. Those light colors really make the blue just pop out. But I don't want much up at that top because I don't want it to cover that zigzag too much, and I want a lot of open space on this layout. So I just use a little, and I just hand drawn, and of course I didn't get it back to where it was, and I don't put any papers on there at all. At first, I realized that it was kind of not the direction that I wanted it to be in. That's a good thing. Sometimes that ATG comes up pretty quick right away. And so you can see the zigzag, and I really wanted to still be able to see it. So you knew it was there. And so I have this tag, this ticket tag from the pier from a chipboard thing, and I bought that a while ago, and I really want to make sure I'm using it. So sorry about my hands. The cord for my iPad came down. I figured you didn't want to see that. And I thought that this was a fun little place to use like a ticket like that. So, and I don't remember what I'm doing. I should have did the voiceover quicker. Oh, I'm looking for a flare because I know I kind of want to use a flare. And this is from this month's kit. And the flare that I use, and I looked through a few different types of flare, but I ended up using one that says these days. And I really liked the saying. It had it in pink, and it really doesn't go, like there's no other pink on here except for on the photo. And I keep it there. Oh yeah. So here I'm looking at the die cuts, and there's one that says wonderful, and I'm thinking about using that, and I'm looking at the wood, thinking about what I want to use, and they had these paper clips with wood that say happy and today, and I really like that. I like the natural look of the wood, and it goes along with the wood grain paper, and it also is once again the color of the sand. So here I'm just kind of figuring, oh, getting my pop dot up. And I don't adhere it because at this point I'm still not sure if that's what I really want to. So I kind of play around trying to figure out exactly how I want to get that. That's the only thing about these paper clips that have the words on them is that like sometimes it's like trying to figure out which way you really want it to go. So I do think I get a little bit on my photo of the glassy accents. I should have used Tombow. It might have not shown up so much. And so there's these like journaling spots on that's a Avalicious cut apart. And so I picked the one that is like it's blue but it's got a little bit of green in it, and it matches some of the drops that I put down. So I'm going to use that just for a small bit of journaling. But I know I want to do more. So at this point, I just say, perfect afternoon to spend at the beach, crystal clear water. So I just add a little bit, because it's not much. It's just a few lines. I mean, for me, and on the side it says presently. For me, that's not enough journaling. And really, a lot of times I want to do intentional. I mean, obviously, it's a picture of the sky. It's a picture of the beach. And one thing I'm trying to do when I go out, because I mean, we do go to the beach, and we play in the sand. But like, how many pictures do I want to scrap of my kids playing in the sand? So I'm trying to think of things that I can take a picture of that still show the beauty and show what we're doing and document what we're doing, but not in like, I have like 12 layouts of my kids playing in the sand. So that's why I really took a picture of the sky, because it was so beautiful, and I don't have that many pictures of palm trees because not everywhere we go there are palm trees. So I'm looking through these Amy Tangerine stitched um, stickers, and I'm not quite sure which ones I want to use. So at this point, because I'm not sure, I decide to use these Dear Lizzie litter thickers, and those are lemon drop. And I really love the blue on it. It really matched. It went with the blue. So I'm going to use that for the word blue, and then I'm going to use the stickers, the letter stickers that they put in the kit, in the Scraptastic kit for December. And those are Ellie Studios, and they're in gray. And even though there's no gray on the page, I thought that that would work really well, just kind of offsetting. And so I'm going to spell skies and I'm going to put it right under blue. And I really like the way that it's writing on that line. So it really brings just the movement just around the picture to the pictures, and I mean, and what doesn't move more than palm trees, right? So, and I know later I want to, so I had to fix this. That S was kind of coming up a little bit. So I had to use glossy accents. That's the only thing sometimes is if you have to move it, it doesn't. So here I'm going to look through again, and this collection has a lot of like watercolory, like looking type of stickers. So I'm going to try to use that to my advantage. And the fun part is that a lot of these are clear. So you get a little bit of color, but it's not overpowering. And I really, really like that because a lot of times I will just layer up my pages with color and with stuff. And not that that's bad or anything, but I really like that I could hold back but create something that is still me. So, and those watercolor dots and stuff like went really, really well with the drops that I had put down. So I'm just kind of sprinkling them throughout. And then we have these Avalicious puffy stickers, and I'm going to use some stars. And they had some arrows, and I really like the arrows, and I'm going to use those just to kind of bring some more movement to my page. And I'm just trying to add them in random spots that bring your eye around the layout. I mean, because of that line, your eye's going to start at the bottom and go up to the top, but then it needs to come back to the other side. So really, I'm just making sure each photo has a little cluster, has some movement, has some arrows, and so after I use these, I am going to look for some enamel arrows because I knew I had some blue colored ones and they're perfect, and I ended up using the rest of this package, which was really good because I used up a package, but the colors worked really well, and it just was really fun to have different types of like arrows and stuff throughout. So, and I think I'm almost done. I think the only thing that I didn't show on here is that at the very, very end, I am going to go back and use some acrylic paint, some white acrylic paint, and I'm going to use those with a little bit of water that I had left over from in my palette. Because here right now I'm taking some more, I'm just taking the little dropper from those little Tim Holtz tiny pump, sprayers. Oh yeah, here I'm gonna put the date, and I'm gonna put the date in three different spots. Just once again, bringing the movement around the page. And so here I'm gonna journal, and I'm journaling just around the one edge. That's really the only place that is open, and I really want to keep this nice and open. I mean, the sky is nice and clear and open. There's like no clouds really, and so not sure what I'm doing. So here I'm gonna finish it, and I just put the skies were just glorious today at the beach, even though the water was a bit chilly. The fact that it was so clear made it irresistible. So, like, I really want to remember all these fun things about Hawaii when we have to leave. I think I had to use that to spell a word because my spelling is really bad, or make sure I'm spelling a word right. I should do it before I actually. Oh, so I do show that the paint. I didn't know if I showed it or not. So I just take some paint, and it in the end it shows up like tinge the color like more like a seafoam, and I really actually like how that turned out. So it looks really, really fun. So that is my layout, guys, and you'll see some close-ups, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys have a great new year. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.